Hey YouTube, it's your boy El Christoph. You love it. Yeah, so doing a video with this one today. As you can see, a Miss Victoria, and yeah, we're going to talk about our holiday and how we found it in general. So let's just get straight into it.
Bit of review.
Yeah, a review. Yeah, if you like,
We
places to
went
hang
to
out and stuff.
Tenerife for a week. Got back last night.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Total transit time was around about 10 hours
Yeah,
from like
our house
point A to point B.
to Gatwick to obviously to Tenerife, and then from Tenerife airport to our hotel.
Yes.
And the time was no different to here. So if it was 6 o'clock over there in the afternoon, it was 6 o'clock here in the afternoon. See? I know. I know now.
Oh dear.
About
Right.
4 hours on the plane.
Yeah, good thing I had my DS and a bit of Pokemon.
I was boring and had my Sudoku book.
You did something actually mentally challenging. Right, so the town. What did you think of the town?
Town was nice. It was very hilly, but that's because it is made up of all volcanoes. So it will be hilly.
Yeah. I found the people there are really, really nice, actually. No trouble whatsoever, from what we could tell, anyway.
No, they were really friendly, and any problems or things you need to know or help, they were like, yeah, just down there. Obviously in a Spanish accent, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that would probably butcher the Spanish accent because it's very, very difficult.
They go, they're not allowed back in.
So, yes. So that brings us to our next point, doesn't it? A very, very nice cocktail bar.
Oh yeah.
Yes, a banging
Fresh.
cocktail bar.
Called Fresh.
Called Fresh.
And it was shaped like a boat. Had a very nautical theme.
Yes. What I should do, guys, in the comment section, I will link the Facebook to you guys so you can check it out for yourselves. It is the place to be in Costa Rica, honestly.
And the captain there, the guy of the manager, he is a subscriber now. Hello!
Hello! Yeah, buenos dias!
He was good. He was very good.
Yeah, we can't fault the place, honestly. The drinks were top notch. The customer service was absolutely
and happy hour.
Your customer service was outstanding, though, wasn't it? They can't do enough for you there, guys. So if you're ever in the area, Costa Rica, Tenerife,
and give him a fridge magnet where you're from, and he'll put it on his door with all the other fridge magnets. So there you go.
Yeah, it's
he's probably sitting watching this now, going, "Yeah."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So let him know where you're from, guys, and obviously.
And then we sent you.
Yeah. If you watch this video, let him know that we sent you.
Yeah.
So yeah, great stuff. Anything else you want to add about the town?
I don't think so. No.
What about the gentleman's club?
Oh yeah, we went into a club, and I thought we were just gonna watch these ladies, very pretty ladies, dancing. And we went in, and they were like, "Hola, come sit down, have a drink, and all this and everything. You'll rent a room, where you basically rent a girl." And then they showed you the menu. It wasn't like a food menu though. It was a special menu, wasn't it? Like massages, and the special massage was €60.
Yep, or an hour-long massage for
special massage.
€240.
But I must admit, when we turned around to them and said what we thought the place was, they were really nice, and probably I have a feeling that they get it quite a lot.
Yeah.
With the way they were, and they went, "That's fine, just enjoy your drink, and then you can go." And the ladies were quite nice as well, considering they were not wearing much, but.
Yeah. So we'll try and keep this child friendly. Anyway, I think that's enough said about that.
Yes, and the shop that sold us very nice lollies.
Yeah, we won't advertise that.
No. Okay.
But you will see when you go out there, guys. There are a few things out there that
are allowed over there, not over here.
And they're very open about it.
Yeah.
So
the guy that was selling them us, he was really funny. He was quite good actually. He was again very friendly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So all I can say is, if you like Amsterdam, get yourself over there.
Well, I tried a lolly. You didn't try a lolly.
Yeah, I'm not my sort of cup of tea.
Right.
Okay,
They
so
did tea.
yeah, they did.
They did tea as well.
They did tea as well. Special tea. Yeah.
Laurel Park.
Loro Park. Yes, as I was calling it, Poro Park earlier.
Yes, and I then corrected him because I'm right.
Epic failure on my part. Right.
It's
well.
a zoo. It was our favourite day out there, and it's #1 voted in the world. And it was just amazing, really. It just felt like it had everything, really. And there's a German guy owns it. I can't remember his name, and he lives on the site. And literally, the tour guide was like, "You're pretty much in his back garden." I was like, "That's the best back garden in the world." And Laura, how do you say it? Loro is parrot in Spanish, because they've got over 340 species there. And the charity, the money of your ticket, half of it I think, goes back into the foundation, which is pretty good. So anything we bought, paid for, any money we pretty much gave them, half of it went to the animal charities, which I felt pretty good about.
So on that note, while we're on that note, I think basically what Vicky means in a nutshell is think the RSPCA, rescuing endangered animals, all that sort of thing. It helps fund all that sort of projects, basically, doesn't it?
And we saw a map of like all the pinpoints of the world of where they help as well, like other zoos and other places that have turned around and gone, "Hello, we've got the same sort of animals that need help. Can you help us?" Or even help us start, really, wasn't it? You know?
Yeah. He donated something like $100 million.
Euros, wasn't it? No.
I think the bloke was saying dollars.
I don't know.
I don't know why he was saying dollars. But yeah. Well, shall we talk about the not so fun show working up to the greatest show that was there?
Oh yeah, go on in.
Right. So the not so good show, which was still good and still worth a watch by all means, I felt was the Sea Lions.
Yeah.
They were great. They were brilliant. Like you wouldn't believe how much like a sea lion can balance on its nose. It was incredible, wasn't it?
Well, it was not only balancing a ball on its nose, it was also holding a ball with its tail, like fins, things, whatever they're called.
Rear fins or feet. Or...
I don't know. But and it was just walking on like its like arms, hands, whatever, and it was just like da 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 da.
Didn't it do them both at one point?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, on its nose and on the fins at the same time.
Yeah.
And put one in the basket and kept hold of the other one.
Yeah, and then went down the slide with one still balanced on his nose.
Went into the water and it was still on its blimmin' nose.
Yeah, blimmin' nose, yes.
So for the whole trip for Loro Park as well, guys, in case you're wondering, cost us around about €70.
But that's including like lunch, ticket, the tour, which you also go behind the scenes and see loads of bits that not every other visitor would have seen. So I actually think it was really worth it, and the food was really, really nice. The service was really, really nice. You know, and the tour guide was brilliant as well. He was he's from London, but when he was about 4 years old, his mum took him over to Spain, so he's a Cockney Spaniard.
Yeah, as we kept referring
so I
to him
felt
as.
right at home with him, really, didn't I?
Yeah, it's all like
Rico.
Yeah, you know, Nico, wasn't it? His name?
Rico.
Nico. I want to say Nico. I'm sure it was Nico.
I want to say Rico, but oh well.
Nico. No, we just stick with Nico.
He was good.
We'll probably get a comment on this saying, no,
yeah,
it's Rico.
Yeah, but it's quite funny.
Yeah, but so what was the other show there that you really loved? I think you enjoyed.
I liked. What, your favourite?
No, we would do my favourite last because that was
okay.
blinding.
Well, obviously there was the dolphins. That was good. They were quite high actually, jumping. And I was really jealous of this little boy that got to go in a little dinghy and was getting pulled by the dolphin. Yeah, I was really jealous.
Yeah, the speed of these dolphins is amazing. How much they can lift as well, which was easily their own
pull. Yeah.
Easily their own body weight. Well, they catapulted this guy 15, 20 feet in the air, didn't they?
Yeah, and pushed him out of the pool. and then he just landed on his feet and was like, "Hey, hola!"
Yeah, absolutely amazing. It really was. Obviously, a lot of people might see that as perhaps maybe animal cruelty in some really kind of weird way. But
the dolphins were loving it. You could see them because they even said themselves that if any times the dolphins don't want to do anything, they won't do it. End of. That's it. And they were constantly giving them fish after everything they did. Literally, like the one just swam round, gave it a fish. Not exactly hard, is it, for a dolphin just to swim around a pool, give it a fish?
They are in luxury, guys. So if
there was like seven of them, weren't there, or something like that?
Yeah.
And you could see that they had a right bond. I mean, even the commentator was saying like they almost like imprint with a human zookeeper, and that's just going to be with them for the whole time, really, as long as they can be, obviously.
I think that is a class thing to bring on to our next show, which was the Orca Whales.
That was your favourite.
Oh my god.
He was like a kid in a candy store at Christmas, just being like...
Yeah.
I was like, do you want to pick your jaw off the floor?
That was one of the, I think, the indescribable moments where you could tell that these orca whales, or killer whales as you guys might know them as, they had an indescribable bond, didn't they?
Oh god, yeah.
They
definitely
them.
They probably were almost the definition of imprinting.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And there was a little baby that was called Adam, and it was only 2.5 ton. Only
2.5 ton is about 2 or 3 years old. No, 7 years old, wasn't it?
It was 7 years old.
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah, 7 years old.
And it was the equivalent of looking after a 5-year-old 24/7 because they don't sleep, because they're like equivalent of sleeping. Half of their brain shuts down or turns off or sleeps or whatever, and the other half just constantly is going. And they had 6 of them. And again, if because they've got like an alpha female, if she don't want to do anything, the others don't do it. And they even said that we've had shows where she don't want to do anything, so the others have not done anything. So what they've just done is just played with them, really. So, and obviously the audience don't know that that's not part of the show, or the orcas have done something wrong or not or whatever, but they still get rewarded, and there was one that was deaf. And they had to they learned obviously sign language and everything, but then because the others were really, really jealous, they had to teach them sign language and flashes and everything. And it was just really cute to know that just because one was handicapped, really, or disabled or whatever, that it's not a case of, oh, we'll just put it down then. It still deserves its own life and home, and they were just also happy. You could tell. I mean, they even demonstrated a few tests that they do with them. And again, the orcas, they weren't in any pain or they didn't do anything really bad anyway, I don't think, but they still carried on and they were really happy.
I think it's fair to say the animals in the zoo, the ones that are rescued, are definitely living a life of luxury. The good example of that was with the gorillas, wasn't it?
We want to come back as a gorilla and go to this zoo.
I think, what was they saying, it's the average lifespan of a gorilla in the wild was it 30 years old, 20, late 20s, early 30s, I think, to say that. And they had one there that was still had a massive lease of life in him, and he was like 45. So that's how well these guys are looked after. They're constantly got tests run on them, make sure they've got no viruses, everything's running tickety-boo. The moment they've got a virus, basically everything's clean, everything's spot on. Absolutely amazing. Laura Park would highly recommend it. And
they got a parrot show as well, which was good, but we'd seen something like that already at the hotel. But we were still in awe of it. Anything really that they did, we would just we love it, and we would recommend it to anybody, and we would go. And if you have a bit of wonga, you can stay there a night, which was
€2,100 A night.
A night, yes.
A night.
Only.
Yeah, only.
Yeah.
So money bags. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Michael Jackson has stayed there, obviously. Of course he would have. And other celebrities have stayed there. Yeah, that's just amazing, really. I'd love to stay.
Unfortunately, I'm not a YouTube phenomenon yet, guys. So you know what to do. Right, okay. I think that's a good point to move over to our next part, which is the son of the zoo.
Yes.
And
Siam Park.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that was the water park there. That was really good. And it was good to know that, like, the slides, they're not just slides. They were like well, they weren't just tubes or anything. They were like doing all this, and there was even like a plug hole when you went down. We even had a GoPro that we managed to use. That was pretty funny. I wish I was wearing it when we went on one of them, because this one, oh my god, his face was just 1,000 words. It was better than that. It was so much better. Oh my god. I was crying with laughter, and it wasn't the water, it was real tears of laughter. It was so funny. And then you lost it.
Yeah, because the G-force took it off my head.
It fell off his head, and we went, oh no, and just carried on going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh all the way around. And then obviously when we finally grabbed it, because it went down the slide, luckily, we grabbed it, watched the video back, and it was still filming, and then you see him just picking it up, like, ooh.
Yeah, half-naked man, you know. Yeah, not a pretty sight,
so we
guys.
put it away after that, but we got some good footage. We've got a few, yeah.
If you guys are interested in seeing the footage that we did capture, the audio quality is not great, but I might be able to rectify that. I'm not 100% sure, but if you want, we can upload it. Not a problem at all.
Maybe put a few comments, yes or no. I don't think you want to. Unless you want to see him screaming and laughing about. I don't know. But it was quite funny.
Yeah. It's the footage we got was about 10 minutes long or so.
Not even that, I don't think.
Oh no, I think
what, all in all?
Yeah, everything all together.
Oh, all in all, maybe, yeah. So it was,
maybe not even that long, guys. Right, anything else you want to add about Siam Park?
No, I don't think so. Apart from the fact that one of the slides we went down, and then we went into like a tunnel, and we looked up, and there was fish and everything above us, and even a shark, and you could see its teeth and everything.
Yes, you heard that right. A shark. A real shark.
Yeah, real shark. My mum was like, a pretend one. No, Mum. A real one. Because she doesn't like sharks.
I don't think a lot of people do, babe.
Oh no, she's got a real phobia. Like a real...
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't even like the word shark. Don't even say the word shark. Honest to God, if you heard her on the phone, she was like, Do you
reckon that covers it?
Yeah.
Rightio. Okay then, so our next thing we did while we was out there for the 1 week that we stayed there was the Submarine Safari.
That was really good.
When did we do that? It was the second to last day?
It was the last, yeah, pretty much. Our last full day there. So that was on Thursday. And that was really good. It was only about an hour long, but you were just like mesmerised. Like, it's a whole new world underwater, you know. And we saw divers going in and playing with the stingrays, and the stingrays, well, they weren't stingrays, they were just normal rays, I think. They were like 4 meters long, and you can tell, like, they were loving it as well, weren't they? Swimming with the divers. Obviously, they were feeding them as well.
That's probably why they were loving it.
And we saw some really weird fish. There's one picture of a fish. I wonder if we can put it on here and see if people can maybe name it, because I don't know. Obviously, you don't know. My dad doesn't know, and he knows quite a lot of fish. But it's long, and it's got like a really weird mouth.
Did we catch it in any footage?
Yeah, I did.
So because Vicky's got an Android phone, we might be able to drag that footage off of your phone.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure about that, but
We
can
saw
look
like
into
3
it.
or 4, and it just kept popping up, and I was like, I want to know what this fish is, because on the side of the submarine, on the inside, it had pictures and names of fish, but it didn't have this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I thought it was a barracuda, but
it is. I knew
was
it
not
wasn't a barracuda.
It wasn't a barracuda, no.
It
Unless
was
it was a
no way
very,
a
very
barracuda.
small one.
It was no way a barracuda.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
I knew that. Dad reckons it's maybe like one of them like seahorses. I know it's gonna sound really silly because they're normally like all curly and everything, but this was like thin and long fish thing.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add about Submarine Safari?
I don't think so. We went down about what? I thought we went down about 10 meters, but you reckon it was?
I reckon it's between
Deeper.
40 and 60.
No.
Because the guy turned around and said it was 80 metres is the most you could take it down with it fully loaded.
I don't know.
And 100 metres with it.
When we were
loaded.
coming back from our tour under the water, because it's a yellow submarine, obviously they played "We All Live in the Yellow Submarine." The yellow submarine. Oh, it was so funny.
Yeah.
I loved it. He was like, I don't know the words. He doesn't know the words.
How can you not know the words to the
Yellow
Submarine?
Submarine. Like one of the most famous songs of the
Beatles.
Beatles. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I suppose that brings us on to our final point.
Yes, the blanket trip. Not a lot of people know what this blanket trip is, but we went basically, one, because it was free, and also I think what sold me was the fact that they said about you get a sample of free honey rum, and my ears just perked up, and I was like, rum?
Yeah.
Rum? I like rum. Yes.
Yes.
I like rum.
That was quite good, wasn't it? Because we went to the town of Granadilla.
Yeah, which was north of the island, which was really cloudy, but I still didn't need my cardigan or anything. It was still like really warm. The woman, our tour guide, she was from Manchester and she'd lived there for 18 years, as in Tenerife, not Manchester. And I really enjoyed her. She was a ball of laughs.
Yeah.
Some people I don't think got her humour.
I think you need a really good sense of humour, a laid back sense of humour to understand her.
Yeah, she was quite funny because apparently she told us this story where this guy said to her, like, where do you get the water from? And she turned around and went, the tap, like everyone else. That is something I would have said. I would have said the tap, you know. But obviously he meant, you know, where do you get it from, like the sea, or do you get it like brought in or whatever. But she just said things like that, and I just thought it was really funny.
Yeah, very witty.
I thought it was anyway. And we did like these people talked about these woolen blankets, and it's all wool basically. And she was saying about how it's just such a good night's sleep. Like if you suffer from restless sleeping or all sorts of things like that,
Things
really.
like asthma as well, she was saying.
Yeah, she said like asthma. Some things obviously weren't like proper scientifically proven, but they've had cases where they have worked, or people have called in and said like it's worked, you know, helped me. There was even some of the women there that were telling us about it. They said that they suffer from like back problems or all sorts of things. We'll put in a link of what the company and everything were called, but they were really good. I think if you know, I mean, they said their quote pretty much was something like, you know, how much is your health worth? You know, because it was quite expensive, these blankets and mattresses and the duvet and everything else. But in the long run, it was worth it, really. I
want to say a complete set of this really good stuff was about 15 to 1700 quid.
Yeah.
Thereabouts.
Yeah.
So that's 1,500 just for a complete bed set. There was a lot of really good points they brought up. Things like when you sweat, even though you change your bed sheets, the moisture stays in the mattress. If you ever cut open a mattress, you'll know exactly what we're going on about.
Yeah.
Like, it's like all the mould and stuff. It says it can cause like really bad chest problems and things.
Yeah, even after like the cleaning products and everything, like there's still gonna be moisture and things kept in there. I mean, they showed us some pictures and they were pretty grim. But like it helps with like multiple sclerosis and all things like that. So it is really worth it, I think. We even said, like, because we couldn't sort of maybe buy it there and then, but it's something definitely that we would even think of in the future.
Definitely listening.
Yeah, it just really sold us, you know. It again, sleep is so important, you know. I mean, that she said that in a lifetime we sleep a third of our life.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, I think it's also a really good point that if you maybe suffer from depression, it could be because you're not sleeping properly and you're having a very, very badly disturbed sleep. So it could potentially help out that for you to get a good night's sleep, wake up in a better mood in the morning and things. You know?
There's just something as simple as sleeping, you know, might help you. You know, it's not even medication. You know, just sleep.
Yeah, and I think that's all we've really got time for, guys. Ending on that note, thanks for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section. We love doing these sorts of videos, like little reviews, talking about our lives, that sort of thing. So yeah, anything else you want to add?
I don't know, just that you should go.
Yeah, so our verdict is you should go to Tenerife.
You should go, yes. Go to Tenerife. And there was obviously the play at Olid. That was a really good one. We got greeted with alcohol, which is always a good thing. Yeah, and it's great for families, any age, absolute any age. Some people might not like it, but our plane had about 8 babies on it. But I must admit, I think they were pretty good. With 8 babies, I would have thought they would have been a lot worse, but because of the popping of the ears and everything, they were pretty good, I think. I mean, just stick earphones in.
And they were cute.
And they were very cute, yes.
Yeah,
I think this one was getting a bit broody with the babies, but they were really, 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 really cute.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Right, yeah, guys, that's all we've got time for then. Stay tuned for more lovely stuff from myself and
Victoria.
Very nice. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.